What's up, Kate back? Welcome back to another video. Today I just wanted to do a video on the Outriders demo that recently released for everyone. But before we jump into that, I just want to say a massive thank you for the amount of support that my last video got. It seems like you guys really like reviews, so I put a poll on my Twitter and you guys voted for Little Nightmares 2, so I am actually going to do a review on that soon. It's expected to be out Monday. I've got it all recorded, I just need to edit it all and do a voiceover, and then if everything plans out, it should be on Monday. But let's just get straight into today's video. Before we get into the main chunk of the video, guys, I want to explain what Outriders actually is for the people who don't know. Outriders is a third-person looter-shooter RPG by the developers People Can Fly Studios and published by Square Enix. If you recognise People Can Fly, that's because they done an old game called Bulletstorm that was fairly popular, and they also worked on Gears of War Judgment. And most people don't know this, but they actually worked on Fortnite for a little bit with Epic Games. But yeah, what platforms is this on, guys? It's on all the main ones. It's on Xbox, PS, PC, and even Google Stadia. So yeah, it's pretty open. It's been talked about for a couple years now, and it's in the news, especially now Anthem's like that. Recently Anthem has put out that it's not going to be continuing development on the game, so everyone's got their eyes on Outriders at the moment, so I hope it can live up to the standards everyone hopes for. I totally recommend you guys go out and actually download this demo. It's actually quite a bit of fun and it's for free, so there's no really excuse not to play it. But please note, I am actually going to address some of the story and the characters and all that now. So if you don't want to hear nothing about the game until release and something you've been waiting for because you're actually quite excited, I totally recommend you click off this video now, because there's like these spoilers for the demo that I'm going to talk about. I totally understand if you guys click off. I just wanted to note that before this video progresses. Now that's out of the way, guys, I want to explain a little bit of the backstory and what this demo starts out to be. Basically, you load it up, you link your Square Enix account, as you do with most games, and you get to the character customization screen. Now, bear in mind, this character customization, it's fairly average, it's nothing to be wild about, but it is a demo, so they might add more. You get about 7 different male faces. I didn't play as a female, I didn't look, if I'm honest, and then hairstyles, there's about 8 off the top of my head, and then obviously you get to select your skin tone and other like things like scars and all that, but it's again, it's nothing to wow about. Then basically you get into the main chunk of the story. The story begins, and it's quite a fairly average story. Like, it had me hooked for a little bit, but I didn't really invest my time into it because it is a demo, so it kind of spawns you in a weird place. Anyway, so what's the story about? The story's about this squad, and you are in this squad. You're not on Earth, you're on a planet, a different planet. You're trying to colonize this planet and get this transmission from all these pods that are scattered around. Obviously there's creatures like the wildlife there. They're not too sure if they're dangerous or not, so they're trying to study them. Basically, long story short, everything turns to a complete mess. It turns upside down, and a freak storm happens, and in this storm it just completely wipes out your squad, and there's a lot of casualties and all that, and you're one of the few remaining surviving ones, and you get put in this cryogenic phase which keeps you alive for like 30 plus years, and then you basically come out of this phase not knowing what anyone is. It's all futuristic, and the characters are definitely cool in this, guys, and it just goes on a mad turn of events, and that's the best way I can describe the story for now. I'm excited to see where the story goes, but yeah, I think they've smashed in the story department. Another thing to note, guys, as I said, the demo is free, which is amazing, but there's also other perks of the demo that you would definitely want to hear. So as of right now, you can play the demo up till launch, which is April the 1st, as much as you want. You've got no cap on it. You can play all 4 of the classes available, which is amazing. You can level up to level 7. There's a couple side missions, and you can explore the main first island of the game. And if that's not good enough, everything carries over when you actually buy the game at launch. So say if you get 2 characters to level 7, well, you've got them at launch. I think there's a cap on how much currency you have, but that's it, guys. It's totally free. There's no reason not to get this, as I said. Going back a little, guys, to what I've just said, you can play as 4 classes. Now, these classes are awesome, like totally out the water great. Like, the art design for these characters are boss anyway. So these 4 characters are your Pyromancer, which is like a DPS fire hybrid, basically, you know, your Inferno. Techromancer, that's like a sniper character with gadgets like sentry guns and all that. Trickster is your close range assassin. And then finally the Devastator, which is the close range tank, so basically your Reinhardt if you're playing Overwatch. I personally picked the Pyromancer for my playthrough, and I was totally satisfied with the outcome of him. I'm definitely going to play him in the launch. But other than that, guys, once you load in, once you look at your skills straight away, you'll be amazed how much skills there are. Obviously you can't get them all because it is a demo, but you can actually look at them all. You can read what your skills do. Now they might change this between launch, but there's literally, it's like Borderlands in a way. You've got like, for each character you have like 3 skill trees, if that makes sense. If you play Borderlands, you know what I mean. Now I don't know if you're going to be able to get them all. I assume not, but you can probably get a full tree out and then another half if it's anything like Borderlands. So yeah, keep that in note, guys. As I said before, it is a third-person shooter, so it does take a lot of things like that are similarities from Anthem and even The Division at times. I also found when I first played it, I got like Gears of War vibes. You know, like characters are meaty. You know, they carry big weapons, and even one of them in your squad had a bandana, and it was too like coincidental. But yeah, so if you like them sort of games, like that shooter aspect and the loot, you know, like the different tier loots like blue, purple, like legendary and all that, you're definitely gonna love this game, guys. If you love Destiny, I totally recommend this game to anyone. Now there is side missions, as I mentioned before. Side missions are basically like your normal side missions of any game, but the 2 I've played in the beta was really good. One of them's like you meet a vendor of a shop, and basically he gets killed, and you have to go and basically kill the guy who's ordered a hit out on you. And it is pretty like a long side mission, and you get a final boss at that end of the side mission, and it's really cool. Like, the bosses in this game, guys, are really good. They are like they're the same people who got caught in the storm, and they have superpowers too, so it's like heroes fighting against each other, and they all have the same morals and all that. It's weird. So yeah, basically you rescued this person, and the rewards from completing this side mission was a whole new shop. So that's just one side mission in the game, and this game is going to be massive, so I can't wait to see where the story and side missions go. Now if you want more of a challenge, there's world tiers. World tiers are basically, they had them in The Division. Basically if you're finding it too easy, you can up the world tier to like say 4, 5. You can get 5 world tiers in the beta. Basically every time you up a world tier, it gets harder, but you get more rewards and XP. So yeah, it's definitely recommended if you're finding the game a little bit too easy. But the difference between this and The Division adds I think 5 world tiers. This game, guys, has 15 world tiers, so this game can get brutal at times, I'm assuming. As it's a demo, I kind of wanted to give it a little feedback to the developers, or for anyone who is watching this video, what I found that they could improve on. Basically, I think the lip sync of characters is completely awful. They definitely need to work on that. Like, if you look at characters' faces, they literally it doesn't even match what they're saying half the time. And there's been times where I don't know if it's my PC or it's just glitchy, but it would say a line, the subtitles would come up, and then you get the audio cue. Like, you can see the mouse moving, but you have no audio, and then the audio comes through like a couple seconds later. I hate that. The audio has to be in sync. It just grinds my gears a little bit. And then other than the lip sync issue, I can find character models are very ugly at times.
Wow!
Like, they look like Gears of War, like the old Gears of War games at some point. But other than that, guys, I think it's a really boss game. It's got... You think it's got bad graphics, like, for the, you know, if the characters are ugly. It's not. Like, there's some bits of this game where it's totally beautiful. On my recording, I put it in now. There's been at times where I've been looking out at a waterfall and it's just visually stunning. Like, it's definitely next gen graphics, and I can't wait to get my hands on this game. So all in all, guys, Outriders is definitely a really good game, and you should keep an eye out for it in the future. I definitely think it's going to be popular. It can be up there competing with Destiny. I don't know if it's going to outbeat Destiny. I don't think so. I don't think it's that good, but it definitely give it a run for the money. And I know with the controversies Destiny and Bungie are getting right now, I think people will start to look at Outriders, and if I was Destiny right now, I would watch me back basically. But yeah, I just wanted to give some gameplay to you guys, explain the game, because like 2 weeks ago I did know nothing about this game. I wanted to go into the demo completely blind and see how I felt, and this has blew me away, guys. So if you haven't heard nothing about the game, how about you just download the demo, try it out, and come back to this video and tell me what you think. Or if you've already played the demo, guys, I want to hear what you think about the game in the comments below. I'll try and respond to all your feedback. You can also follow me on Twitter if you like, and tweet me, and I'll respond there. I sometimes do polls, so look out for them. So guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed the first look at Outriders and my first impressions. I hope you have a better understanding about the game now, or even discovered it for the first time. Outriders is looking like a decent game, and hopefully it keeps up to the high standards it's putting out. If you've enjoyed today's video, why don't you leave a like down below, and maybe consider subscribing to the channel and follow me on this YouTube adventure. Other than that, guys, I hope to see you on my next video. Peace.